friends, welcome back to Books I Read. I'm Sheila and I'm so glad you're here, and I'm so glad you're going to share this video with me today. How are you all doing? I'm doing okay today, taking one day at a time and just enjoying what's in front of me that day. Just doing my best. Alright, I am going to share with you a couple things in this video. The first thing that I'm going to share with you is I'm drinking coffee right now. I have my Coffee Screamin' Sugar mug, my Halloween mug, because I love that one too. Alright, so the first thing I want to share with you so that we could go on with this video actually are two things. One, you're going to see a little clip. I was bathing Tank. Tanky got a bath today. Here he is. He's so cute. He was just getting comfortable and I picked him up. He's like, what? And then you are going to see a book haul that I got in February from a coworker. I believe I shared that with you guys in Not Just a Reading Vlog 4. I had told you guys about it. I was going to share with you and never did. They were in my van. They still are. I only brought a couple books in, which I'm going to share with you those later in this video as well. But I'm going to go ahead and let you go see the clip of Tank and the haul, and then I will be back.
Okay, book friends, we are in the back of my van with all these books from a coworker that I got back in February, and I figured we'd go through them. Like I said, I don't want to take them all in the house, but maybe we could figure out, I don't know, you could just look at them, I don't know. Why does he do that? Don't we all need that? So, maybe fibromyalgia and chronic muscle pain. That is going to come in useful. Washington City is burning. Not sure. This one I already had. I got this from a library book sale, Cooking Free. That's a pretty good book. It's not bad. Wifey by Judy Blume. This one has really poor ratings on Goodreads. It's by Rich Shapiro, The Hope We Seek. I just want to read it. It's got a pretty cover, so I might just keep it as decor. And what do I mean by pretty? The colors, it's unique. I don't know. Whether it's a really bad book, I don't know. Escape, I don't even know if this is a book 1, book 2. I don't know about some of these. A Time to Surrender. A Million Little Pieces. I've wanted to read that book. I've seen it a million times. Ooh, Starvation Lake. Again, not sure if it's a book 1 or not. Stephen Fry, Red Cell 7. Great Expectations. This one I've had. I got that from a library. I just threw them all back here. City of Lost Souls. But isn't that like book 4 or something? Vince Flynn, Memorial Day. Jeanette. I've never read one of her books. How do you say her name? Evan, I don't know. After the Fall. This was a free book from somewhere. Oh, bookcrossing.com. You see that? Maybe I should go visit. Submitting. Alright, Love is on the Way. The Book of Aaron. It's an advanced reader's copy. It's an ARC. Whenever that came out. May 2015. Debbie, I love her. I've read one book by her, I think, and it was pretty good. It was like a Christmas story, I think, or something. I don't know. Maybe I didn't finish it. I don't think I finished it. But anyway, I have a book by her now. I'm so excited. Ooh, The Great Tragedies. Shakespeare. Awesome. I like Shakespeare. J.D. Robb, Divided in Death. Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. I like the movie, but I never really got into the book. Dracula. Heather Graham. Deadly Harvest. In a Rocket Made of Ice. I don't know. The Book of Unknown Americans. I don't like these mass paperback ones. I usually trade these, so I just don't like that shape. This is the only one that I know that I would definitely keep, regardless of its shape. I can talk. Regardless of its shape, because I've always wanted to read Wuthering Heights. I never have, so I'm excited about that. The Vampire Diaries. No, I'm so beyond that now. But there is a cool bookmark in it that I want to keep. See the penguins. Prophet. I heard this is really good by Frank Peretti. I heard that's really good. Picture Perfect. So I've somewhat looked at them, but not thoroughly. I'll be passing on to the restaurant in our area when I can. Not anytime soon, I'm sure. Son of the Black Stallion, it's a horsey. Phoebe and I love horses. Ooh, The Captive Maiden. Okay, seriously, Black Book, Price Guide to United States Paper Money. You need a guide for that? Rivers of Gold. See, I will separate them now that I'm going through them with you guys. I will put all the paperback books, these shapes, in their own bag, because I know I probably won't keep them. Yuletide Hearts. Oh, I thought there was two of the same book, but see. Interesting. A bad character. Uncorrected proof. So this was like, somebody got this probably from the author or something before it was published or something, perhaps. Love Comes to Paradise. The Baby's Bodyguard. See, these ones I can always look up on the library app and read them there instead. Because just because holding this size drives me nuts. I think I have only kept 2 or 3 books this size because it's a 4-book series, I think, that I really, really enjoy. I have to show you. It's in the house. I've had them for a long time. Found them at the Dollar Tree when I first started back reading. A lot. Or reading novels, I should say, because I've always been reading. Okay, we gotta hurry because my battery's dying. Oh my goodness. Rocks and Minerals. I think I'm gonna give that to my niece for her kids. Oh, my battery's gonna die. And I don't have another battery. So then I have to wait for it to charge and refilm this another day. That would be horrible. I don't want to do that. It's probably gonna die though. Okay, I took the rest out of the bag, so hopefully we could just show you these really quick before my battery croaks. Obviously, I'm not going to keep that one. It's from 2012. Government ain't the same. Here's another one. This looks like a cute little book. It's not bad. Great Expectations. Holy moly, look at the size of that book by Charles Dickens. I think Phoebe owns this book already. No, she does own one book by that author. The Switch. A Rip in Heaven, a memoir of murder and its aftermath. I can read. Shh, I can read. Just give me a minute. Rapture by Laura and Kate. Great Code Overload. I don't know. And then, one more book. 2 more books. This one. And last but not least is You Just Can't Get Enough. Gossip Girl, the something or others. Okay. I don't know what I'm going to decide to keep, but I'll figure it out, and I'll go from there.
Alrighty, welcome back. Welcome back, book friends. Okay, so now let's talk about a couple things. The first thing that I'm going to talk about after those clips, is I got a gift in February from Goodwill. My husband let me pick it out. He paid for it, that kind of thing. Because my birthday's coming up next month, beginning of May. So I figured I would just show you now. Because I'm not going to be doing any more book hauls. These are from February. These were picked out way before everything started. But anyway, so let me just show you. This I got at the Goodwill. I don't know. Does anybody know what it's really supposed to be? I have no idea what it's really supposed to be. No idea. But I'm going to use it as a book cover or a book pouch. And I can fit a book in there. I've already tried. It fits. I was amazed. So I'm going to use this when, in the near future, when I want to take a book to work or take a book out, it doesn't get wet or ruined. It's protected by this cloth. Alright, so the 2 books that I had got from that Goodwill with that, Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice. I'm sure I've read this in my past somewhere, but I have no idea. I can't remember. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Maybe as I start to read the story, things will come back, but I have no idea. High school was a weird time for me, so I don't know. Maybe I didn't even read it. I was supposed to and did it. I don't know. But I would like to read it now is my whole point. And I got this thick girl. Isn't she so thick and pretty? Guess what it is? Da-da-da-da! Stephen King's Desperation. Woohoo! It looks good. I mean, it looks like your average book. But I only paid, or my husband only paid, $1.50 for it at Goodwill. So I am excited, and I would like to try and read this one, I think, before some of my other ones that I have. Just because this is a really thick girl. I think it's like 690 pages. I'm excited for this one. I really am. So maybe I'll start to read that one. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, in the haul, I showed you that I don't really care for mass paperback books, but I told you in that haul that I have kept 2 mass paperback books over time, over my period of my life. I've only kept 2. And these are the 2 I've kept. It's a book 1 and a book 4. And it's by Adrienne Lee, Delectable and Decadent. I would love to get my hands on book 2 and 3. But the library doesn't have book 2 and book 3. I've looked all over. Can't find it. So I might have to splurge and get those 2 books for myself. Amazon does have them for the Kindle, you know, for my Kindle read, you know, my free Kindle thing, app thing. But if I'm going to pay $5 for the Kindle, then I'd rather have the paperback because I already have the two. However, these ones I only paid $1 each for because I got them a long time ago at Dollar Tree, but have never ever been able to find book 2 or 3. So, if you know where I can buy book 2 or 3 cheaper, let me know. I'd be so excited to get book 2 and 3. It's like delicious and delightful, I think, is book 2 and 3. But anyway, one day I will get them off of eBay. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to share with you is in that haul, I showed you this book, Rich Shapiro's, is that how you say his name? Shapiro, whatever, The Hope We Seek. I love the cover of this book, I do. It's just unique, it's different, I don't know. It's supposed to be a cathedral ceiling. Does anybody know what cathedral it's from? Or was it just from his mind? I don't know. But, I don't know. I just like the way... Here, let me take that off. See, I like the way the book... I like the cover. But all Rich Shapiro books are like that. They're all very, very beautiful covers, if you ask me. Now, his writing is very unique or strange or not easily understood. Like, what is he trying to say? What is he thinking? And how are we supposed to interpret this? A lot of his books get passed out at college campuses. That's what I have read and or noticed because I'm like, because I realized now this book was from that coworker in that book haul that I shared with you. And then this book that I have by him, I got at Dollar Tree a long time ago. I realized, I'm like, when I was looking up this book, I was like, oh my God, I have that book and I read it. Now, I've kept this book because, again, his books, the covers are absolutely gorgeous. I mean, that is gorgeous. And I love the way it sits on my desk. Now, or not on my desk, my bookshelf, I'm sorry. I love the way it looks on my bookshelf. Especially this one because it's the sea. Now this book, I actually gave 4 stars. A lot of people hated it. Most of his books have less than 3 stars, you know, less than 3.16. A lot of people don't understand his writing. They don't like his writing. They make fun of it. It's strange. It's weird. It's what is he trying to say? And I find that too. I mean, yeah. I'll explain here in a second. But this book I gave 4 stars. And the way that I interpret it, and I don't know if that's what he wants people to interpret it as, but that's the way I did. I interpret it as a person that was trying to find his belief in God, to sum it up pretty much. You could go read my, my review over at Goodreads on this book. I think I read it last year, I'm pretty sure. I can't remember at the moment, but I can put it in the video. So I started to read this book as my whole point yesterday. I read the prologue in chapter 1, but I'm going to have to go back because his writing is so different, so unique. I have to get into his brain, you know? And then it's like, hopefully I'm interpreting it correctly. Maybe he wants you to interpret it your own way. I don't know exactly, but I'm going to try and take it apart like I did this book. Because I took this one, I wouldn't mind reading this one again, actually. Because of the way that I interpreted it and took it apart. Now I want to do the same thing with him. Or this book. This baby right here, this one. I want to do the same thing with this one. And like I said, sometimes it's hard to figure out. Is he trying to share his faith or the godly message, or a godly message? Not necessarily just one belief, but belief in a God or faith or something like that? Or is he talking about, you know, the needs and or the gluttony and or the desires of the human people and how they fall into mistakes and traps and so on and so forth? I don't know. So I'm going to have to go back and reread the prologue in chapter 1 because right now I'm lost. definitely lost. I want to try and interpret, you know, I try not to judge it, you know, judge it too harshly, even though the book has horrible ratings. But I'm going to try and figure it out. All right. We're going to take a little hot break right now because I'm going to go share my pizza crust and my pizza, my homemade pizza with you guys because it's delicious. It's so good. It's my recipe, my pizza crust recipe, although it is more helpful to put it in a bread machine because that's what I do. But I wanted to share that with you in case you wanted to make some homemade pizza and you're just looking for a different pizza crust recipe. And I say it in the video or I say it in the clip, but again, I'm going to say it again here. If you just be so kind, if you use it on your blog or on your channel, if you just be so kind to, you know, loop back to me, I would really appreciate that. I'd be ever so thankful. That would be so great if you used my recipe. But anyway, go ahead, go watch that, and then we'll come back.
Homemade pizza dough, because we have a bread machine, so it saves on the wrists. Sauce, banana peppers, black olives, mushrooms, turkey pepperoni. This is the turkey pepperoni. Cheese, and of course, olive oil. And the pizza's getting ready to come out, so I will show you here in a sec. And there's the homemade pizza. I did melt some butter and put onion powder and garlic powder and went around the crust. And it took about 25-30 minutes, depending on your oven, at 350. So just keep an eye on it. I just kept checking mine because my oven's all wonky. And I will give you the pizza crust recipe, mine. If you would just be so kind, if you use it on your channel, to share my channel where you got the recipe from, I'd appreciate that so much. All right, see you in a bit.
Okay, fellow book friends, I figured I'd show you this. It's probably from my other channel, but we're just going to share it here. All right, my one son and my husband made a homemade smoker. So check it out. Pretty sweet, right? Do you want to explain how it's going to cook, Steven?
I'll say, well, here, give me a stick, open it up so we can show them what's going on here.
Here, hold on.
Get the stick.
Show you guys all around it so you can see the pipe there. All right. Tell us how it's going to work. Okay, so that's how it opens.
So, a lot like in my previous smoker, we're going to have our 2 racks, which I have sitting on the ground here, I got to clean, but we got the 2 racks over there. We got the 2 racks at the top. The lower rack is typically where, especially once we have actual coals in here, it won't be, you know, big fire on the bottom, which is kind of a bad example, but.
Right, we're just cleaning it out with the fire right now.
Yeah, we're just cleaning out so no nasty stuff burn everything out of it. But the top rack is basically where if you wanted to smoke like cheese, you wanted to smoke chicken, stuff like that, stuff that's lower temperature, you could smoke that on the top. On the back side here, we have our flue. The flue is so you can regulate your smoke flow as well as your airflow if you needed more air into it, or if you needed to have the smoke released, or when you're trying to finish up for the day, so it just releases that and gives you a little bit of control. Also, we've got the flap on that too.
Cool. Now, could you touch that anytime?
No.
Or will it get hot?
You shouldn't touch this anytime. Once it's, well, right now it's on fire, but once it's smoking, it shouldn't be too hot.
Okay. But
like,
you don't
I can
want to touch
this
it.
right now. It's not
Right, but
super
when
hot.
it's smoking, you don't want to.
But when it's smoking, when there's that smoke pushing against it, it will make it hot.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. So in case somebody else want to make something like this. Now, they made this with all the stuff that we had
This
laying
is
around.
all scrap stuff of everything. We got old garage door hinges here. I've got old clamps that we had that my brother-in-law gave me for like woodworking. We actually forged this out, bent it by hand. This stuff here we all manufactured, the pins, everything, all the shelves, we all made. Everything's been scrap, everything.
Right.
We didn't spend nothing.
Nothing. It's all been just whatever
just
we
time,
had.
Just a little bit of time.
All right, so obviously, like he told you, there wouldn't be a flame. There'd be coals. And we plan to do a roast for Easter is what we plan, or whatever they feel like roasting or smoking, I should say. Yeah, whatever they feel like doing. It was his project. This was also my son Steven's project. He decided to dig out a fire pit, use the rocks that we had around the house, and build this so when we do our burn trash, so it's safer, I guess you could say. Safer. All right, and I just want to show you the chicken coop because we are redoing our chicken coop. So I figured since I'm out here, I will show you guys that because as I told you guys, we've been cleaning up our yard now. We just have to wait because we can't get rid of some stuff. But my husband used our leftover metal from our new roof for the chicken coop. And Phoebe and my husband have been working on this. Phoebe made that new handle right there And they also made the box. We also turned it around. This used to be the opening over here, but we turned it around. I'll tell you why in a second. So they rebuilt the nesting boxes. And yes, we have to get rid of that because we don't have the chickens yet. We're waiting. So that, and they're going to replace that door. But we're also going to make it where they can come out this time whenever they want to. We're going to make it more like they have a run. Well, maybe not when they want to, but you know what I mean. When we let them, allow them. And now this time, because our last chickens got killed, we don't know if something came up from the ground. So we're going to put that down, and then we'll put tons of straw and stuff like that. So it won't hurt their feet, but no animals will be able to come up as easily, like mole rats and raccoons and stuff like that. And then we have been working on our patio. We've been cleaning that because we want to, I'm out of breath. Woo! We want to paint that so it'll look nice, like with garage paint. My husband fixed our other step, or my son, one of them did. And then my husband redid the picnic table and stained it. So that's where we're at outside. They've been busy. Very busy. And they've been cleaning the garage good, right? As well. Oh, that pizza was delicious. Oh my goodness, it was excellent. All right, so what else have I been reading? I told you guys I was going to be reading this book. This is book 3 in the Wasteland trilogy. It's by Susan Kim and Lawrence Clavin, I believe that's how you say it. I am listening to the book and following along. I haven't done this book since, I think, Sunday, though. And here it is, Wednesday already. But I haven't listened to this one anymore. I think I am in the middle, because I got tired when I was listening to it. I'm in the middle of chapter 7. I know I don't usually stop in the middle of a chapter, but occasionally I do because I'm still human. So I just don't like to. Alright, so I'm reading that one, and it's really good so far. Esther is amazing. I can't really tell you too much about it because I'll spoil it, because you got to read book 2 for sure. You got to read that one. All right, and then I've been reading Caraval, and I listened to this one a little bit more at work yesterday, but I am in chapter 10. I like it. I don't hate it so far. I am liking it. I am enjoying it. You have 2 sisters, and the one has been writing to the master or whatever of Caraval. I think he's a master. I forget what he's called. But she basically wants to go see them perform in Caraval. Well, finally she's got an invitation. So, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? So far it's really good though. And I am listening to this one and following along with this one because, again, it's just so much nicer. So these 2 I've been doing more at home than at work. Like I said, I only listen to chapter 10 at work, and I'm like, man, I really want to follow along with it at home. So these 2 I've been doing at home. And then I want to start, I have not, but I want to start The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up by Marie Kondo. I know this was trending, really popular. Marie Kondo has helped a lot of people that I know of. You know, she's pretty awesome, but there are some of her ways or thoughts that I would like to see how do I think differently, because I am frugal, simple, and less. As you guys know, you may know me from that channel. I still am. I have a different way or a different lifestyle than a lot of other people. A lot of people don't understand my lifestyle. So I'm just wondering how similar or how different her and I are. Because I'm similar, but I am different to, like, what's his name? Oh, what is his name? Dave Ramsey. But I'm still different than him. I don't quite think the way he does. But anyway, I just want to see the difference. So I will be using my little tabbies. I know a lot of people, well, a lot of people that are big time book nerds, like myself, like to tabby the stuff that they read. And I know I do. I used to write in my books, but I decided I didn't like that. So I stopped doing that. And then I decided I'm just going to tabby it. Now, if I'm reading a couple books, because some people will ask me, well, when you're reading like 3 or 4 books, like I am right now, you know, when you're reading a lot of different books, how do you keep the story straight? I do have Post-its that I will write down briefly what the story is about, like who the main character is, and I will stick it here, usually. I have it over there by my bed right now because I take them out. So that's how I keep track of each story. Right now, these two are very different, so that's how it's easy to keep track of those two. And the other one, this one's very different. That one's got some language I don't understand. You know, I gotta figure it out. I gotta break it down in my own head. But so I use tabbies so I could tab what I want to remember, or if something's different than me, is it inspiring to me, or do I think that majority of the people aren't going to like that kind of thing? You know what I'm saying? So I do use tabs. I just get them from the Dollar Tree. I don't use any real special ones. Not only that, you got to watch some of these because some of them are really sticky and will ruin your books. So I personally like these ones from the Dollar Tree. They're a lot of different colors, which I like, and they're just the right amount of sticky is what I want to say. So they don't mess up your pages. Because I have a book right now that was actually Phoebe's book, and I feel so bad because I'm going to have to replace it for her because I had put these one tabbies in and they were so sticky that I cannot get them off her book or off her pages without ripping the pages now. So these are best. And then I have been reading along with Peter Mon because he has been, as I shared in another video or a previous video, he has been reading his book on his Peter Likes Book channel, which I will put up here in the eye, and I will put his book channel in the description below. And it is so good. I usually wait until he makes a couple videos so I can take out like 4 or 5 chapters or something like that at a time. I'm gonna sneeze. Okay, sorry about that. I had to go get a tissue and do my sneezing jag. I got allergies going on really bad. Really bad. And I've taken my allergy medicine, and so far it's only helped a little bit. You know what I could go for right now? I could go for another kombucha, but I'm not going to the store until tomorrow because I work tomorrow, so that this way I'm already there. No big deal. I don't have to make several trips, just one. So anyway, we were talking about Peter Mon's book. I have been following along. I usually wait until he makes a couple videos so I can get a lot more chapters read at a time. Not only that, it works for me because I have other books I'm reading at the same time. But as you can see, I like to tab, but I usually tab. I know some people have a certain way they tab. They're following the main character, or they're doing plots or something like that. I usually only tab if there's quotes or something that I want to remember, so I can go back and maybe take it apart or something of that sort. Usually it's just something that I want to remember. So right now I have these tabs in case I ever meet Peter Mon. This way I can go back to those tabs because I would love to talk to him about his book. And I can say, hey, I love when you said this, or, what did you mean when you said that, or something like that. I don't know. Or what were you thinking, or, how did you come up with that, or something like that. But anyway, so that's why I put that, because I have 2 copies of this book, and I would like him to sign both of them. And obviously this one would be personalized to me if I ever meet him. But anyway, hopefully I get to meet Peter Mon someday, because I really like Peter Mon. I really do. I think he's pretty cool. He's got a lot of great insight, is what I think. But anyway, I'm going on chapter 27 when he makes that video and gets it up there. But anyway, that is it. That is all I have been reading. I haven't been reading, I don't know. My reading's been a little different. I've been book jumping. All right, the last thing that I want to talk about before I leave and see you in the next video, what do you all think of that Tiger King? I heard about that Netflix. Is it a documentary? Is that what it is? I don't even know what it is because I don't have Netflix, but I think my son does. So I'm going to see if I can borrow his Netflix just so I can watch that Tiger King thing, because everybody's talking about it. Everybody's referencing it, and I'm like, what is it all about? Is it funny? Is it stupid? Is it serious? What is it? I feel left out. I want a trend too. Well, not really, but that sounds interesting to me. So if you know anything about the Tiger King, maybe you can share in the comments below. Maybe, tell me, yeah, watch it, or don't bother. This is what it's all about, or something like that. I don't know. I've been told to watch it. So anyway, I guess that's it. I'm going to go for now, and I will see you guys on the next time on Books I Read. Bye!